So first of all, before going to upstream, downstream, and integration, why we use Ariba, we need to understand. So in Ariba, we are having upstream, downstream, and integration, as I said. So upstream comes under, we will discuss this topic, sourcing, contract, SLP, downstream procurement. Okay. And plus integration, how the integration will done from ECC to Ariba, all the things. Okay. Ariba introduction, as I said, one second, I will keep in presenting mode. Hmm. So as I said, why most of the companies are using Ariba? So Ariba is a cloud-based innovative. Cloud-based is nothing but they are using software as service as a platform. Means uh, it's costless. They can access this anywhere from any system. Suppose now we are getting access to Ariba. You can access from your system. I can access from my system. There is no need of installing some packages. No need of installing anything like SAP. Okay, so Ariba is a friendly and cloud-based innovative solution. Mainly, it will allow supplier and buyers to connect in the single platform to do business. For the supplier, they will create the profile in Ariba Network, all the suppliers. Okay, in that they will add the items, everything, whatever they want to, whatever the goods for the purchasing, the supplier will add all the things. So for supplier to register in Ariba, there should be some account which will be done in the Ariba network. Okay, so it improves overall vendor management system of an organization. It's and also it is very less cost, and it is easy for the procurement is nothing but buying and selling, to make the business simple for all the suppliers and buyers. So for every organization maximum we are using Ariba. So is also one of the digital platform which is used for the contracts management, supply chain, and procurement. And nowadays there is need to control the supply chain, to collaborate with your suppliers in efficient way. So even we can directly contact with the suppliers, the buyer who can directly contact with the supplier in efficient manner. And also we can maintain healthy relationship between the suppliers, and also there is a visibility of the suppliers, where buyer can select. Okay, everything by using Ariba, we are doing this. So you can see in the last line, you need to have the suppliers visibility to every part of the procurement process, that can maintain efficient supply chain and help the organization to grow their own business. So last time, as I said, um, in Ariba network, vendors and suppliers and enhance business collaboration with right business partner. Suppose I want to buy the goods for supplier, multiple suppliers. First, I will check the price. To enhance the business, to collaborate with the right business partner, from where I need to buy the goods and services, we can choose that option by using Ariba platform. So, this is the key features of SAP Ariba, where by using Ariba network, you can directly connect in Ariba network with millions of suppliers. Okay, if you log into the Ariba network, there we can see the multiple suppliers where you can start the business and manage the supply chain. And also there is for all the data we can correct. There is a ERP system which is helpful to connect the master data, and we can configure the workflows, different processes to complete the procurement cycle. We can also integrate the master data. Integrate is nothing but the ECC which I told you from the backend. We can easily integrate by using CIG or web service like that, and transaction data from different ERP system to process. Transaction data, as I explained, the PR, PO, GR, IR, all the transaction data. So, what are the core components we'll see in the Ariba? First, Ariba Network. Ariba Network is nothing but it is a one of the platform to connect buyer and supplier for procurement activities. Means the supplier and buyer will create the account in AN. AN nothing but Ariba Network. Okay. Ariba buying and invoices, nothing but the manages the procurement process, including purchase orders and invoicing. So there is two systems in the downstream. One is Ariba network, one is buying and invoicing solution. The PR we can create in the buying and invoicing solution, means P2P. Ariba network is nothing but the way the suppliers receives the POs from the buying solution. Okay, and Ariba sourcing.
So
The
Ariba network is the place where we have to connect with the vendors, right?
suppliers, yes.
Yeah.
So there suppose in the purchasing, in the procurement process in Ariba buying, we will create the PR, and we have to send that purchase order. We'll create the PR. The PR will go to the AN network, and we will receive the purchase order, and we'll send that purchase order to AN network for the supplier. Okay, the process, the management procurement process, everything will done in the buying and invoicing in P2P. Ariba network is nothing but the platform to connect the buyer and supplier. The process and everything is done in the P2P. Ariba sourcing, you know that Ariba sourcing is the supplier. They can do the sourcing event, RFP, RFQ, and auction. The supplier can bid it. Based on that, they can create the sourcing. Once the sourcing is done, they will request for quotes, request for proposal. They will request for auction. Once the sourcing was done, the contracts, they will sign for the contract. So and so period, and everything that will run in under the contracts. After that, the supplier life cycle is nothing but the supplier, how we are onboarding the supplier. So the supplier should be onboarded in the SLP, means the supplier details and the supplier registration, everything will done in the SLP. This is I have added simply it's a spend analysis, saving options on which we are not using actually. See, this is the Ariba network. These are the buyers. Okay, and these are the suppliers. This is Ariba network. In Ariba network, they can buy and sell, they can bill, they can request, means purchase requisition, and everything. Direct vendors are there, means direct suppliers, indirect suppliers, labors and services, everything we will maintain in the AN. So key benefits is the generally like starting before Ariba there is SRM system. So one of the key advantages in this is it simplify the procurement and sourcing process with easy synchronization to SAP SRM and other ERP system. We can connect the multiple ERP system to Ariba. This is a one of the advantages. And also it enhances suppliers and buyer and user experience by bringing the digital transformation to supply chain process. It's like simply what are the benefits means the buyer and supplier should be in the same track, and is one of the cloud based solution with low cost, with low investment. We can access anywhere in the different locations because it is a cloud based application. And also by using Ariba, procure to pay integration to purchase department, account payable department, we can directly connect by using Ariba. And we can maintain the shopping carts, means catalogs, we can maintain the multiple carts in Ariba. So we can easily transfer the master data, gl data GL data, everything is comes under the master data. From the backend we can easily transfer the data. The backend is like database, we can get all the data to Ariba, we can easily integrate. SAP Ariba enables easy transfer to transaction data. Like transaction data, we can share the invoice details, goods receipt, PO details can be easily transferred to Ariba solutions. And also we can use the integration toolkit connected to ERP. Integration toolkit is nothing but the CIG. We can use the CIG to connect the ERP with Ariba solutions. So this is all about the Ariba benefits, why we are using Ariba, what are the key components. This is the basic thing of Ariba. So do you have any questions on this?
Actually, no, ma'am.
Okay,
I
so you
understand.
can understood right why we are
Yeah, yeah.
using Ariba and everything. Just in simple way you can tell in the interviews. So to make easily the supplying and purchasing, the supplier and buyer is in the same platform to do the business. You can tell this answer why we are using Ariba. You can get all this in this PPT which I prepared. Okay.
Okay, sure.
I told you the supplier plays the key role to maintain the supplier. The supplier profile needs to be created. Okay. Oh, what is happening? Oh, will no. So this is in this document. So you can able to see, right? So this is the URL. Let me try. We cannot log in. Just I will show the page. See, we can access anywhere. See, this is the supplier sign in. Okay. The supplier login from this. You will give the password and
So
everything.
we have two kind of signing. One is supply signing and another one is buyer signing.
Buyer will have the buyer thing. The supplier will have the supplier thing.
Okay.
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 So in SAP Ariba, you can access and configure the new account. We can send the email notification, electronic orders, invoicing to other account related to configure for new suppliers. To create
Okay.
that, we have to use supplier.ariba.com. To log into your account, we have to give user ID and password. So the supplier can see the all the orders and invoices by logging this. Whatever the orders are created, whatever the orders or purchase requisitions are created, suppose the peer is created, there are some projects how they will maintain, right? They will create the peers in the buying, the peers for that particular whatever the supplier we will select for that peer. If we log in for the supplier portal with that supplier login, we can see that peer, we can submit the peer in the supplier portal. Okay. And the PO will send to the buying again, means the supplier will send the purchase order. Okay, suppose I am the buyer, we are purchasing some x product in the Amazon side. We are receiving the purchase order, right, after clicking on the submit and everything. Like that the
Yeah.
supplier will send the purchase order. And in this supplier platform, we can see POs and invoices. So to configure the account access and configuration, we need to we need to navigate the company setting tab. After logging this, we will have the company settings. Okay. In the home page, we will have the company setting. Under that, we'll have the company profile. All the suppliers will have the Ariba network ID. If you see ANID, right? This supplier ANID is this. Okay. So, what are the details we need to create the supplier profile? The basic company profile, business details, marketing, company contact details, and certification details, and additional document. Creating notifications. See, these are the basic details, name and everything. What are the business details, company and everything, contacts, creating note, and certification details. All these details we need to fill under the company profile for the supplier details. Creating notification. How we will create the notifications? SAP Ariba actually allows us to set off notification to access the network notification. You can choose the email notification you want to receive, and you can also enter the email address where you want notification to be sent. So the supplier will send the notification regarding the POs and everything. So the order is ready like that. So in that the supplier will set the under account settings, go to the network, electronic ordering notification, send the notification when the orders are undeliverable. Suppose there is the issue with the orders, this needs to be shared to the buyer. At the time they will share some notification. You can enter the three email address for each notification, and this should be separated with the comma. As mentioned, prefer language confirmed by administration control. This prefer language settings is done from the administration team. We can set that prefer language as well. So managing the electronic order routing, you can manage electronic order nothing but purchase order routing by using the network setting. How he can send the purchase order? He can set by email, by using online, by using CXML, fax and everything. See, I told you like if the PR was submitted in Ariba network, the PO will send to the buying process. They can send that PO to buying. There is an option in the buying. If it is maintained as online, means we can tell that the PO is created in the PO we received from the supplier. You online routing nothing
So
but
so basically we will get confirmation order from supplier, right?
yes, we will receive the order confirmation from the supplier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How can we send purchase requisition to supplier?
See, while creating the PR in the buying, we will give the
Mm.
supplier details. Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
The supplier will log in with the details. Automatically, the PR is in his bucket.
Okay.
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 We have to give the supplier while adding in the cart. Okay. We when creating
Okay.
the PR, we have to select the supplier. The supplier can view from their side what request I got.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Where the supplier can view this from the supplier network.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Online routing. I told you online routing. Using this option, you can send PO to Ariba inbox without sending
What is
extra.
that? The manage electronic order routing. It means
See, there are
we have
different
to.
types of things we are sending to the supplier.
Okay.
We can send the PO via email, via online CXML EDI. Okay.
Okay.
Using this option, you can send PO to Ariba inbox without sending the extra copies. Means I at the time of the screenshot starting, I told you the orders and invoices. The supplier can view the orders and invoice by using the online routing. You can go to the directly after login. You can go to the directly to the home page under orders. You can view the all the orders.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
in the supplier inbox. If it is there here, I can
Okay.
show you. See, there is email order routing means it will send via email. Okay. EDA routing. ERP system can be configured with Ariba solution and PO can be sent to via EDI. For this, we need to set up this thing CXML setup. See here, at what time we are planning to send the POs. Either email. See all these options we need to select. Either we are planning to
Okay.
send to email, online, CXML, like that. Most of the thing we'll prefer online means we can see from the inbox. Include the document in the email message. See, if you give the
Okay.
email address here, we will get that email notifications as well.
Mm-hmm.
See, same thing, network setting, how we will manage the electronic invoice ordering. Go to the electronic invoice ordering. You can select, this is not nothing but the setup, how the supplier is setting up his profile. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So the same thing, you can set up whatever the catalog orders without attachment via online or CXML.
Actually, this process comes under upstream, right?
See, this we will not do actually, but you
Okay.
have to know how the
Hmm.
Ariba profile will set up.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
we will give just they will give the supplier credentials. We will log in and we will check what are the PRs
Okay.
are there for testing purpose, what are the POs for that suppliers. When the
Okay.
PO is received for the supplier or not, we can log in and we can check.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Most of the work we will see in buying only.
Okay.
Okay. See, all these are the we will get the details directly.
Mm-hmm.
This is a setup of the Ariba profile.
This is how I mean, this is how the supplier create their account, right?
Ah, yes, this is how supplier create the account. But we are not the part of this. We cannot do
Mm-hmm.
this. But just to
Mm-hmm.
understand, I am told right. The
Mm-hmm.
procurement process will done in the buying and invoicing. Requester. Request is nothing but who create the PR for the buyers. Suppose general terms is a different, and the coming to the project terms, the end users are there, right? They will create the PRs. The users will create the PRs for the buyers. Okay. See, requester purchasing, how the purchasing will done. A purchasing is nothing but the P2P process. All the process will done under the purchasing. Requester. What requester purchase? Account payable is nothing but how the payment will be done. Vendor is nothing but the supplier. So
Okay.
the end user who will receive the goods and services purchased by the buying company means the end users who will receive the goods and services purchased by the buying company means goods and where we will receive the goods and services from the supplier. So the requester will create the PRs. There are the end users, okay, who will receive the goods and services purchased by the buying company. They will receive the goods and services from the buying company, where the buyer will receive the goods from the supplier. Okay. So the requester, the preparer, they will create the, there are the end users who will create the PR to receive the goods needs to be purchased by the buying company. Buying company, they will purchase the goods by the buying company. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Coming to the purchasing. This is the internal department that handles all the purchasing activities for the buying company. Means the buying company will create the PRs. After that, to process the PO and approval thing, everything will be handled by this purchasing team. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Account payable, the internal department that handles payment buying companies owns to another business. So like every company will have account payment. Here the account payable team is nothing but the FI team. they will
Finance
they will
team.
they will finance team. Okay. FI, so they will do all these payments, invoicing, we can check in the back end. So
Okay.
all this is done by the account payable team. You know already, as I said, the company provide the goods or
Yeah, yeah.
services to the buyer. So you understand the requester, right? See,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
directly the buyer cannot create the pair. The end user who will receive the goods and services,
User is the one who forecasts the demand and create the purchase requisitions.
yeah, purchased by the
Correct?
buying company.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second now. Next, how I will show the process in the technical way. Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
requester will submit the PR. Okay, the end users, you can say, there are the requester. Once the
Yeah.
requester
Okay.
submit the PR, checks the contract compliances, everything, this purchasing process and everything, the requested PR submit everything in done on the procurement process. All this is the procurement process. Okay. Once the contract compliances is done, gets the financial approval. Once the PR is submitted, the PR needs to be approved. Okay, it is done under the purchasing. So send purchase order. So once the approval is done, I told you, suppose I will explain this. Once the PR was submitted by the requester, after before creating the PO, before generating the PO, the PR needs to be approved based on the product, based on the financial statistics, based on the amount and everything. It needs to be approved in different levels. Once it was approved, the PO will generate. Okay. Send purchase order to supplier. I will tell you. So I told you, right, in supplier network, the supplier login and you can see the purchase orders.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If he will confirm that PO,
They can open the ID and see the order.
they can
Otherwise, we
confirm.
have to send through mail,
Send
right?
via, yes, yes.
Yeah. Those
See,
options you told me earlier.
yeah. So he will confirm the PO. After confirmation, he will send the goods delivery services to requester.
Yeah.
Okay, it's nothing but the order confirmation. Okay, the order is confirmed. I am sending the goods. He is receiving the goods. Okay, once the goods was received, see, this is the three-way communication here. Once the goods was received, the requester submit the receipt. It's nothing but the goods received. So he will
Yeah.
create the receipt from the requester. Okay, okay, so and so I received the goods, so and so quantity. He will submit the request. At the same time, vendor will submit the invoice for the payment. We will receive the invoice. If we receive any goods from the supplier, we will receive the invoice, right? The payment, everything, amount. So supplier will create the invoice. Both will
Yeah.
the payment will done in the account payable thing.
Okay.
The reconciliation is nothing but once the vendor submit the invoices, after submitting the invoices, the reconciliation document will create. Okay, under the
Okay.
account payable means for that particular GR, the PR is created and it is approved and PO generated. Once it is approved, PO generated. After PO generated, once order is confirmed, the goods it will create. And even for the goods receipt also, there is approval flow. Okay, technically we will get the approval flow in the system. Once the GR is approved and received status, we'll do the invoices on the GR. For the PO, we will do the invoice on the purchase order. For the purchase order, we will do the invoices. Okay, once
Okay.
the invoice is submitted, the IR document will create. It's nothing but
Okay.
the year invoice reconciliation document. Even the account payable team, even in the Ariba, once IR document is created, even for the IR document, we can see the approvals. Once they approved the IR document, it will generate the payment. Means it's the payment document. It will send the payment to the vendor. So vendor receive the payment.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So this is the procurement process. See, this whole thing we can show in
Is
Ariba.
this is a standard Ariba
This is
procurement
the
process?
standard Ariba process.
Okay. Okay.
This is the standard Ariba process.
Okay. It's very much differs from normal SAP.
It's different. Don't
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
it's like for Ariba, SAP is like database.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. See, this is the P2P data flow.
Mm.
The requester P2P is nothing but the Ariba buying and solution. This is nothing but
Mm.
the Ariba network. This is the requester and the requester is nothing but the end users. Okay. So
Yeah.
central receiving. Central receiving is nothing but they will 1 second. This is the internal department responsible for checking the quality and quantity and the condition of incoming goods. May also manage the
Okay.
storage of internal delivery. This is a see
Basically
different.
act as a warehouse,
Yes, it's a warehouse.
incoming
Yes,
warehouse.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, they will check the quantity, quality, how many quantity and quality they receive. Sorry, second, I missed the 1 second. Next, the requester I need to explain. So it is taking some time. No request is not. So buyer ERP, Enterprises Resources Planning System. ERP is nothing but Enterprise Resources Planning System. A
Yeah.
software system used to identify and plan the company resources needs. Okay, it's nothing but the buyer ERP. So and also ERP system is nothing but the backend system. ERP are the source of common data that appears in the Ariba procurement or invoicing side. It's nothing but the ERP system is nothing but where we can save the data, master data, and everything. Now I showed you the flow in that way. Now you can see the flow here as well. See, this is the shared service procurement where everything will happen. The
Yeah.
purchasing, PO and everything. This is the Ariba network. See, as I said, the PR will created by the requester. They will verify the contact compliances, identify and approves. Once they approve, the purchase order will create and the purchase order will send to the AN. Creates the purchase order. Means in Ariba
Yes.
buying and solution, it will create the purchase orders. The PO will send to the Ariba network. And from here to it will send to the supplier. He will receive the PO. And again, as I said, he will share these goods and services to central receiving team. They will check the quantity and they will share to the requester the goods and services. Everything is okay or not. As I said, right, the requester will create the receipt and vendor will create the invoice and invoice will send to the P2P. Means uh, in technical way, the P2P we are creating invoice and everything. See, all the three things: PR, invoice, and receipt. Everything we can find in the P2P.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the reconciliation is nothing but the payment. IR document. The IR document will send to the backend. In even in the backend also, the PR will create, PO will create, GR will create, and payment will be payment information we will share to the backend. The payment will done from in the backend. We are
Okay.
not doing payment in Ariba. The payment is done
Okay.
will done
Okay.
from the backend. Once the payment is done, they will send the payment via buyer bank. See, buyer bank means suppose we are buying, we will send the payment. It
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
go to the vendor. At the same time, in the technical point of view, it will send the remittance information. Means after reconciliation was done, it will send it will send the payment is done. The remittance information was done with some ID. The ID will generate in the P2P. Once the ID will generate, remittance
Mm.
information nothing but the payment ID. If the process is successful, the payment information will done. That information will show shared to AN. That information will share to the AN. Means the payment is done, and we will share that information to the AN. So if you see here, requester must submit the PR approvals. Must approve. The supplier must ship the goods and submit the invoices. Supplier will submit the invoices. Central receiving team must deliver the goods to the requester. Requester must submit the receipt. User from account payable team must review the invoices and they will done the payment. After payment is done, they will send that information to the buyer. The payment is done successfully, and in technical way, we will receive one ID from the backend to show that the payment is successful and paid. The status in the Ariba also will appear in invoice status like paid, means the payment is done. If the payment is stuck in some way, the status is showing like paying. If the payment is successful, it will show the status paid. And also in the P2P, we are having the different types of the status for the PR, PO, receipt, and invoices. We will go through that once we get
Ma'am,
access.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, yeah, tell
Actually,
me.
we have to done payment from the external system, right?
Yes.
How the Ariba will know the payment was done or its
We
payment
will
was in
receive
on for?
that is by using the two-way interface from
Mm-hmm.
CIG.
Mm.
We are sending the once the IR got submitted, we will send invoice to backend. Once the
Okay.
invoice was successfully done, we will receive the IR document from the backend, invoice reconciliation document. We will open that invoice reconciliation document in Ariba. We will approve it. Once the invoice reconciliation document was approved, we will send that document to backend team. In backend team, the ERP reference, invoice reference number will create in the backend team. Once the invoice reference number is created, the payment will done in the backend team. From backend to Ariba, via interface. This program is done from the ABAP team. They will done the this program and everything, the interface
Okay.
program and everything. The we need to understand the flow. That's it. The ABAPer will do this coding, and by using this interface, they will send this data. The payment data we will get from the backend system. The payment ID will update in the Ariba by stating that so and so payment was done. You received the payment status. If you receive the payment status, the status will change actually. There is a file like export file, import file, asynchronous file. Every time they will run the jobs to deliver the data from the back end to the front end. This is nothing but all these are the nothing but transaction data. This is done everything in the back end based on the code.
Okay. From
Okay.
in this process, where as a consultant we have to work.
In this process, we have to work on the P2P.
Okay.
Everything we need to check the IR. We need to check the status. Once the PR is received, we need to check the status. If any issues we are getting, suppose the PR is stuck in ordering status, we need to
Okay.
check why it is stuck in ordering status. Because of the supplier issue, because of the supplier is not having ANID, because it's stuck in CIG, we need to check. Where we will
Okay.
see the status in P2P in Ariba.
Okay.
Everything we will work on Ariba only. Ariba buying and invoicing.
Okay.
So today it's like how the PR is submitted, how it was approved, and everything you understood. And what is Ariba? How we'll create the Ariba network configuration? How the supplier will create the configuration and everything. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Actually, it was bit difference from SAP. I hope.
don't yeah, yeah. Don't forget about SAP.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
For Ariba, SAP is a backend team. That's it. The
yeah, yeah.
ABAPer will develop the code for this
Mm-hmm.
transaction data, which needs to be connected to the Ariba.
Okay.
If
I
you
hope
want
that
to
if I
move,
got any practical knowledge, it will be very easy for me to
yeah,
understand the things. Yeah.
yeah. So I think we need to get the access for the Ariba. Even for us, it is difficult to set up that config. See, all the data we cannot set up live data.
Yeah. Okay.
If it because we are not having backend system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, not sure whether we will get that or not. But I will try to show you once I get access. I need to investigate on that whether it is possible or not. Because in live project, we need to be some backend system, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, procure to pay. I'm sharing that P2P means how
Yeah.
Ariba
Okay.
looks like.
Mm-hmm.
We will create the requisition, approval flow in purchase order generation, goods receipt, invoice, IR, and payment.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ariba.
Okay.
You can see. I got somewhere this. Okay. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
this is the site how Hariba looks. This is the requisition you can see, and you can see all the requisitions and PRs. These are the nothing but PR numbers. Okay.
Okay.
From here we will create the PR. Go to create option. We will create the PR. See, all these are the PR from to-do list. Means we are creating the PRs. We can see under my documents. My documents is nothing but the PRs which we created. Okay, we can check the status. If you see the status is ordered receiving, receive means the GR was done, ordered means only PO created, like that. Okay,
Okay.
so from here we can create the requisition. This is the catalog means directly they will load the catalogs. I told you like there is a catalog and non-catalog in the Ariba. Okay, the catalog is
Mm-hmm.
not directly we can shop by category. We will load the catalog. Means in Amazon you can see that that shipment part number, manufacturer
Yes.
part
Yes. Yes.
number. So under the computer and equipment we can select that supplier
So
from
the
which
so
we are
the
having
manufacturer can upload their catalog with
catalog.
prices,
See,
right?
the supplier will upload all this catalog from supplier side.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
We will see
Mhm.
all the catalogs in Ariba. This is
Okay.
Ariba. Okay. We
Mhm.
here we'll see that from different suppliers. If you see, this is the purchasing organization. Nothing but the each supplier, each company codes we will maintain in Ariba for each company. Suppose I worked in German. For German, we are
Okay.
having the different countries.
Mhm.
We will have suppose in Ariba, it will work on based on purchase organization, purchasing unit. You heard that
Okay.
company code.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the catalog homepage.
Okay.
Recent items means recently which we purchased. We'll see under the reason. See, all these are the suppliers. JNC is one supplier. ePrint technology is one supplier. Under the suppliers, what equipments we have? We can select that. We can add.
Okay.
See, all these are the categories. See, this is the catalogs. See, here if you see, I selected the JCN supplier. Okay,
Okay.
category computer. Under the JCN supplier, there are having so many items. You want Mac? We are having different types of the products. We can add how many quantity you want. We can add it. Okay,
Mm.
we can select based on the pricing as well. Okay,
Okay.
we can compare the items. By clicking on the item as a buyer, as an end user. Suppose even we'll compare in daily life, right? If you want to buy something,
Mhm.
we will compare.
Same like a Flipkart and Amazon, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we
we
can
are
compare
doing
the
the
price.
prices and everything. So
Yeah,
we can
okay.
change the thing after comparing. We can see this dollar 34
So these details are uploaded by supplier,
supplier.
right?
The catalogs are
Okay.
uploaded by the supplier. They will upload
Mhm.
the catalogs to Ariba.
Okay.
See, we added the PR number will created. We
Mhm.
need to check out that amount, one quantity with amount. We need to proceed to checkout. Okay.
Okay.
Once the checkout is done, this is the page from the procurement. We have to. This is the for the catalog item we are create. This is the PR creation process.
Mhm.
Okay. We need to give some title. On behalf of is nothing but the preparer.
Okay.
On I am
The user.
creating the PR on behalf of Alex. My
Yeah,
name is
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
We can select multiple people.
Yeah, okay.
See, from here we will have this.
Okay.
We can select any company code for which company code we are doing.
Okay.
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 It is taking some time to load. This all this detailed we will do here. See, based on the client requirement, there should be the options. In your project, you can
Okay.
see other options. In
Mhm.
my project, I am not having this delivery purchase unit, delay purchase unit, delay purchase
Okay.
until they will select some date, how much time it will
Mhm.
delay. Suppose I order today, whether
Okay.
it will delay the requester will select some date like that. So all the projects will not maintain the same data, but this is the basic thing. Actually, this is the page of Ariba. This is a PR
Mhm.
creation process.
So this is how the standard Ariba PR page will look like.
Look like, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
See, need by date. By this time, the goods and service will receive
The
nothing but
delivery
the
date.
need by date. Yes, the delivery date. Just I'm showing. We can go through clearly.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
this is the approvals.
Okay.
Okay. After approving this, we need to fill all the details by using edit details. We can
Okay.
delete the line items. We can edit the discount. We can edit the details. We need to see after editing the line item. This is a so and so product line item. This is the catalog line item with the price. See, I told you the vendor. We will give the vendor. See, this is a catalog item. The vendor updated directly. If it is a
Okay.
non-catalog item, we will create the vendor. We will select all this data.
Okay.
Payment terms and everything we will get from the backend. Payment terms nothing
Okay.
but the how many days it will take. 30 days.
So we
Ending
have
30.
two kind of PR creation process. One is for catalog item, one is for non-catalog item, right?
Non-catalog and catalog in technical way.
Okay.
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 So all this data are the line item details.
Do
These are
we
the
have any other type of PR creation?
no, we will have multiple. See, that is based on project that we are having from the contacts. We can create the PRs.
Okay.
The basic PR creation is catalog and non-catalog,
Okay. Okay.
and in that we are having spot by punch out
Mm-hmm.
catalogs. We are having different
Okay.
types of the catalog, but the PR creation process is nothing but the catalogs and non-catalogs.
Okay.
If you see accounting details by line item,
Mm-hmm.
all these detail will get from the backend.
Okay.
See, item category is nothing but whether it is a service or material, whether we are transferring the material or we are providing service to for that particular material. For each item, there is a cost center and GL account. Okay, we'll get all this data
Okay.
from the backend.
Okay.
So we use it to give that address where we need all the details. So in Flipkart, we will save our address, right? Here for each PR, we have to give the address, ship to, plant, and everything, where the item should deliver.
Okay.
Split account. And under accounting, we can find the split account. Under the split account, you can split based on the percentage. The product is, you can split based on the amount, percentage, and quantity. So you created for only one quantity. Suppose for one quantity it is 100%. If you want to split this, you can give the 50-50 for this different GLs. Okay, 50% you can divide the account. 100% you can change to the 50%. Just most of the time we won't use that splitting. Based on the
Okay.
project requirement, they will ask us to split that account for different GLs and different cost centers. But here we
Okay.
are okay. We are not doing this. But deliver it to need by date. Okay, this is all the shipment details. The taxes for that particular item. What is the taxes? Okay, we will maintain these tax files in Ariba. What is the tax amount on that particular product? What is the taxes based on the ship to and ship from? Based on the country, we will have the different taxes. For us, we are having the different taxes. For India, for foreign, we are having the different taxes. For German, Italy, US, we are having the different types of the taxes based on the item, based on the supplier as well. Okay, for
Okay.
the goods. So the item is ready. If you want to continue the shopping, we can continue and you can add any other product as well from this catalog.
Okay.
See here what they are doing now, they are adding non-catalog item. Means one item you have added catalog and one item you have added non-catalog item.
Okay.
Okay. Here in this you can I showed you like catalog and non. This is the non-catalog page where you have to give the purchase organization. Purchase organization for each company code. They should there is you know about SAP. There is a purchase organization which
Yes.
will
Yes.
map
I
in
know.
the back end. Even the
Yeah.
same in
Yeah.
Ariba, we will get all the details. Commodity code is nothing but there is a supplier part number is there for the catalog. Here for
Mm-hmm.
non-catalog the commodity code is nothing but the item. For that item we will maintain based on the commodity code. this
Okay.
these details everything we will maintain in the semi file, means commodity file.
Basically, the commodity code is a item category. I mean,
It's item,
uh,
the name of
yeah.
the item. For the non-catalog, see all the items we are loading in the, if you see here all these items we are loading in the Ariba by using the semi
Yeah.
file. Okay, you
Okay.
can select any we can select any commodity code. These are the, this will maintain a tree structure level with here you can see the ID under 53. If we
Okay.
expand this, See, you can see under appraisal you have clothing. Under clothing, if you see the 4 digit number, okay,
Okay.
5310. Under shirt
Mhm.
and cloth you can see the 531016. So there is three level of categories trees with 2 digits, 4 digits and 6 digits. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
See, the final product is we are selecting men's product. You can see that letters are increasing from 16 to 02. We have to select that
Okay.
product.
Okay.
Okay. And we need to click on OK, save. That particular commodity will add here. We'll see that value here. Office furniture. He added. The office furniture was maintained as account type in the semi file. They can maintain for the unknown account type. We are having the different types of account type, whether it is a cost center, whether asset will maintain for the laptops, whether it is a cost center, we will give the price and everything, amount, which how much quantity we need to buy, we will update the amount. Okay. This is a non catalog item. We'll give the vendor as well. Here we are giving the vendor detail. I told you in non catalog item we will give the vendor, right? See, here we updated the vendor. Okay. The vendor contact details is this. Once everything was done, you can here you can see the approval flow for this line item.
Okay.
See, different levels of
So
approvals.
how the approval level was mapped? Who
The
will
approval
map the
flow will,
approval level?
we will maintain the approval flow based on the
Okay.
project requirement under
Okay.
approval process.
Okay.
Okay, I will show you that as well. Just I'm showing this how a whole process will work. To understand the
Okay.
approval process, to understand this data where it is coming, first we need to know this. So whatever the data is there, just uh, keep remember like what all this data approval process. You saw the accounting details, GL, commodity codes, vendors, and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
After adding all the details, we will submit the PR.
Mhm.
The PR was submitted. You can see the requisition was submitted successfully. View the
Mhm.
PR. After viewing the PR, we have to approve this PR. I told you after requisition, we have to approve this PR.
Okay.
Okay.
Here the PR number will be generated or there is no numbering range here.
This is the PR number, PR 466.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The
Okay.
PR is in submitted status. You can see I told you we are having the different type of the status.
Mhm.
Okay. The PR is in submitted status. Once it was approved, the status will change to approved. So actually, as a functional consultant, we can in general process they will log in with that approver, they will approve it. This is the basic
Okay.
thing. As a admin, we can do the cross mark there. That is a different thing. Okay.
Mhm.
In generally, the approval will log in, means the approval should be the buyer, the approval should be
Yeah.
the some other person, the approval will the buyer will log in the P2P process. They will log in under to do list. He will see the PR, he will approve it because he is the approver. Watcher
Yeah. Yeah.
is
Yeah.
nothing
The
but
buyer is the approver, right?
here they have added someone.
Okay.
Okay. The approval is nothing but how we will add it different levels of approval. Either it should be the buyer, either it should be
Mhm.
some expense a supervisor for that particular
Okay.
product, they will approve it.
Okay.
If you are approver, it will get like approve button. We'll click on the approve. See,
Okay.
it will redirect to this page. Click on approve. Again, you have to
Okay.
log into the second user.
Okay.
Again, you have to approve it.
Okay.
See, you are logging into the second user. You are approving it and check the status of the PR. See,
Okay.
to do list, you are not seeing anything.
Mm.
You can see the status is approved here. You can see the green tick marks because the PR was approved.
Mhm.
Okay, it is done in
Yeah.
the purchase. See, this is the PO number. Order was created. Once the PR was
Okay.
approved, the order was created.
Okay.
You can see the status of the PR is ordered. The right hand
Mhm.
side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
See, this is the PO number. This is the end to end process. Once a PR is created, the requester will create. See, here we are the requesters. As a functional consultant, we have to do all the things. Okay, in
Okay,
general
okay.
point of view, I told you the requester will do, the receipt and the invoice will do. That is a general point of the view. Here, as a functional consultant, we'll create the GRs, we will do the invoice and everything.
Okay.
To understand generally what is Ariba, what so and so, the receipt will
Mhm.
create by the requester, and the invoice will generate by the the invoice will generated by the supplier. See, the you can see in history the status is order. I told you the PO will send to the supplier network. You can see the PO was successfully sent to the via Ariba network to so and so supplier. Okay.
Okay.
So in some project they will send the order confirmation. In some projects they won't have order confirmation. Directly they will do the GR. If you want to
Yeah.
cancel the PO, you can cancel it. You want to change the PO, you can change it. Change is nothing but you can change the, you can add quantity, one quantity. You can increase the
Mhm.
quantity. You can increase the price. Okay, you can change it. You can cancel this order. Okay, and create the new order.
Okay.
This is nothing but the
We
goods.
have same like Ariba. We have one external system in our office. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Supplier Relationship Management (SRM).
SRM.
Same like once.
SRM.
Yeah,
SRM is
yeah,
the
yeah.
advanced version. See, sorry, the advanced version of SRM is Ariba,
But it's not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually,
but it's different.
once we completed the PO,
Mm-hmm.
the SAP was integrated with the SRM. The PO will
Yes.
reflect in SRM portal. The
Mm.
every supplier in our office they have a SRM portal ID.
That
They will
that what
notify by mail. They will
here
confirm
in
the.
SRM there won't have the Ariba network, because
No,
everything
no
in
need.
in.
Yeah.
So this is a goods receipt page. After clicking on the receipt, you have
Mhm.
all the line item details. You will see here. What is the supplier
Yeah.
part number and everything. You have to submit the receipt. Accept all
Okay.
means you are accepting all the quantity. If you see the accepted quantity will change to one.
Okay. Supplier will notified after the PO was approved by buyer, right? Buyer or the
See,
approver.
once it was approved, only the PO will send to the supplier.
Yeah.
The supplier
Do
will
the
receive
supplier have
the
to
order.
confirm the? They have to confirm the order. Is there any
See, that
option to
will
confirm
run.
the order?
Yes, yes, they will confirm the order from their side. They will send the order confirmation. Means nothing but that they will send one file in the back, and the asynchronization order confirmation will share. Means the we will receive the reference ID. Most of the projects will leave that order confirmation step. They don't want that order confirmation. They will directly do the. If you see here we are not having that order confirmation thing. They are doing the receiving.
Okay. Then how the user will know whether
See,
the
yeah, the
vendor is
PO will
accepted the order or not?
see once the PO is ordered and it is
Mm-hmm.
sent to the AI network, we will receive that. Once see as a functional consultant, we can once the PO is created, we can do our process. From the
Yeah.
back end, they will check from their side what is the status. That status will update from the AI network, whether the goods receipt is done, whether the invoice we have to do. They will get this receipt also.
Okay.
Okay. See, I told you for the receipt also there is a approval process.
Okay.
Okay. After
So as a
approving that,
consultant, what are all the configuration we have? What are the
see, if you
configurations
are
we have
in
to
the
do?
implementation project,
Mhm.
you have to work based on your uh, project requirement. Means the implementation you have to do is all these fields you are seeing, right? All these
Yeah.
fields,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
these fields you have to see. This is the home page. You have to
Hmm.
design this home page. You have to add these fields, and you have to
Okay.
on in the PR you can see the commodity code and everything. All these fields needs
Okay.
to be configured
Hmm.
by using the file by using the help of SAP.
Okay.
Okay, field
Okay.
field config. Uh, We
Okay.
need to map this field from the back end to the front end. This is
Okay.
nothing but the invoice creation. Means
Okay.
we are creating the invoice for PO.
Mhm.
We can create the invoice for non-PO as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So
We can select
this process will be, we will
end-to-end process, P2P process.
yeah, we will do it in this, I mean, the coming classes, right?
That's what I am telling. All this data needs to be available.
Yeah.
See, but you can understand, right? I showed you the what I mean to say is direct system.
Mm.
Okay, I will share you this with you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
See the supplier details and supplier contact on behalf of the purchase order. See, once we select the purchase order, all the details from the purchase order will populate in the invoice.
Mm.
Okay. And we have to create the submit the invoice. If you want to give the discount, the supplier will create the invoice, right? You can give the discount, you can add the taxes. See, for different types of the countries we are having different taxes. Okay. For India we are having IGST, CGST. Coming to the US it is a sales tax. Coming to the Europe countries it is a VAT tax. Like that we have to maintain. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So we need to submit the invoice. See here we are not having any approval for the invoice. This is the invoice document. If you see here the top, so we can view the invoice was submitted. I told you the reconciliation will generate, right? Once the invoice is document, then the invoice is
Yes.
submitted. See, CC invoice to AN. See, we are sending the invoice is sending to the AN network.
Okay.
Okay. You can see that reconciliation document. This is the PO number. You can see the receipt. You can see the invoice reconciliation document, and the status is reconciling. Okay.
Okay.
And you can see the payment request thing as well. The payment is under processing. See, these are the exceptions actually. Overtax variance. Suppose for the product, when creating the PR, the tax is 10%. While creating the invoice, we have selected the tax more than 10%. If you see
Okay.
here, the tax amount is 4 USD.
Okay.
Expected tax amount is 1.36.
Okay.
But we gave in invoice it is 4E. We need to clear this
Okay.
we need to clear this exception. I think it
Okay.
is there in SRM as well.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. We can clear this exception. After clearing this exception, the IR document, we need to approve the IR document. Okay. In this action, see, as a functional content, either at the buyer, supplier, or purchaser, everything we have to do this in this thing. The whole process,
Mhm.
we have to create the PO. We have to do the receipt and receiving. Suppose we will receive that if you are supporting, you will receive the
Here,
ticket.
consultant have to create the POs and everything.
No, 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 no.
Mhm.
You have to understand the process to understand the
Okay.
issues.
Okay.
Suppose we will receive the ticket.
Mhm.
Okay. What we will
Mhm.
receive, the invoice is in the invoice is not approved. Suppose we
Mhm.
will receive the GL account, we are not able to proceed with the PR. There is a issue with the GL. You got the
Okay.
ticket. What we will do? You will go to that PR. You know that
Okay.
the GL is coming from the back end. You will check in the back end whether the GL is blocked.
Mhm.
You have to open that block, and you have
Backend
to
means from SAP.
SAP. If you have
Yeah.
access,
Okay.
you have to check, or
Yeah. Okay.
you have to mail to ECC team for this
Okay.
particular. The GL is blocked. This is a issue we are getting when the user is
Okay.
submitting the PR. Can you please
Okay.
unblock this GL? After unblocking,
Okay.
you have to inform to the end user the block is set. Okay. To
Okay.
replicate the issue, we need to know this process. We will replicate this in the test system.
Okay.
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 Suppose they will ask us there
Here
is
the
a
things
issue.
are very, for me here the things are really confusing. I hope, I think I have to do some practical works. Otherwise, it's very
Yeah.
difficult for me to, yeah,
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See, now you know all the process we are doing. Suppose in the year, they will
Yeah.
raise the ticket like, The PIR document we received they will ask us we received the over tax variance. We
Okay.
will explain them. Actually, the line amount, the tax is so and so, and the
Hmm.
tax amount is this. Because of this, this is coming. Please accept the tax amount.
Okay.
Okay. After accepting the we after submitting, see the payment status is paying. Okay.
Okay.
The payment is immediately when the IR document is submitted approved, it will send to the back and the payment will done when we will receive the status. See here, if you see the remittance, you can see at last. Whether I can show you or not in this. See, this is the payment. I am telling that the payment number will update. See, approved amount is so and so. See, this is the payment method which is done in the back end. This is the
Yeah.
payment number. The status is scheduled. This is the
Yeah.
end-to-end
Okay.
process.
Okay. So actually, what are the work we have to do, ma'am, as a consultant here?
See, different project will have a different thing. Actually, when I am working in this, now I am working on the banking project.
Okay.
So we will receive the tickets like.
No, no. As a standard
See,
SAP
as a
Ariba
standard
consultant.
SAP consultant, if you are in implementation project, you need to figure out that approval process. You have to
Okay.
design the approval process based on the requirement. You need to
Okay.
map the fields. You have to
Okay.
see the commodity code field and the title and everything. How we got this? We are
Yeah,
implementing
yeah,
this.
yeah. We have to map. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to do. We have to SAP will help. We need to connect with SAP Ariba. Okay,
Okay.
we are
Okay.
doing we are not working on premises thing. There is in SAP we are having two different. On premises is nothing but we are doing from SAP side. They will
Yeah.
configure all these codes from their side. They will maintain all this
Okay.
for this
Mhm,
particular project customer.
mhm.
Customer is a part of the Ariba. The Ariba
Yeah.
will maintain all the code from their side how to work this functionally. We need to explain them requirement. Based on
Okay.
that, they will share you the file. We need to suggest to the business we have to do this and
Okay.
this. We need
Okay.
to load these files, and this
Okay.
is the config we have to do to implement that.
Okay.
We can take the SAP help. Some fields will develop from the SAP. Some fields we have to load. Some fields we
Okay.
need to create, and everything.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
If our Ariba doesn't have a backend system, so how we have to configure everything?
Let's see. We'll see. Once I receive the access, no, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, man.
Okay.
I hope everything goes smooth.
Yeah, yeah. So as of now, you understood, right? Mm,
Yeah, but the things are very confusing. I have to get more
access.
practical. Yeah, more
So
practical
now
things.
we've understood how we'll create the PR. What is the
Yeah,
status
yeah,
of
yeah.
the PR?
Yeah. Basic things I understand.
See, even you have to do this only. You have to
But,
understand. See, they will ask
yeah,
the
yeah,
question
yeah, yeah.
why the PR is stuck in ordering status. You can tell most of the cases we will receive because of the suppliers.
Okay.
Supplier ANID is not correct and supplier data is not correct. Okay, we
Mhm.
need to check with the supplier to get the correct data. We need to map the supplier
Okay.
details. Okay, we will load the users. Suppose you saw in the approval flow, there are some users which they are approving. How we will load that users? By using the user file, we will load that users. We will add some groups to that user so that they
Okay.
will they will come in the approval process,
Okay.
and we have to add that file in the approval process.
Okay.
You saw some users in the approval flow. Where
Yes, yes,
where
yes.
we got that users? We are using user consolidated file to create the
Okay.
users in Ariba
Okay.
with all the user information, contact details, number, name, first name, last name, everything. So
Okay.
we need to add that users for some particular groups. That groups we need to maintain in the approval flow.
Okay.
Okay. Suppose for so
Okay.
and so PR data, we
Mm-hmm.
need to get this group. We will
Okay.
get that group. In that group, who is the approver? I am the approver because I will assign the user to group mapping. So we are mapping one user to that particular group. That groups
Okay.
we are adding in the approval process.
Okay.
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 Of
So
all.
downstream also we have configurations, right? Like you said
Approval
before.
flow config, user to
Yeah.
group config, and catalogs will load in upstream. See,
Yeah.
I showed you. I am having these are the documents which I saved for myself.
Mm-hmm.
By seeing this, we can understand exactly what is the P2P process.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next, how this data we got, we need to understand at the as a point of functional consultant, we need to understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, that we'll discuss later. But you know
Yeah. Okay.
how you can see the Ariba, what is Ariba, who is the buyer and supplier. We are
Mm-hmm.
doing all this. What is the approval process? In the approval process, what you saw in the what is the receipt, what is the GR, and you saw everything,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah. Yeah.
is the nothing but downstream P2P process. They will ask what is the P2P process. You can tell like they will create the PR. Once it was approved, the PO will create. Once the PO will create, the receipt will generate. Once the GR will approve, the invoice will submit. Once the invoice is submit, the IR will create. Once the
Yeah.
IR was approved, the payment will done.
So all these process we have a configuration, right?
All this the process, the data which we are having, we will configure at the backend.
Okay. Okay. Backend means.
In Ariba, we will configure something. The data which we are getting for this PR, we will get from the backend, ECC. In Ariba, we
Yeah.
will
Okay. Okay.
configure see, all the files we will maintain. See, the ship to files. The ship
Yeah.
to files, most of the, everyone will get from the ship to details from the backend via direct
Okay.
connectivity. On the
Okay. Okay.
daily basis, the data will update. GL accounts. Every time the GL account will update in the
Yeah, yeah,
backend,
I know that those GL accounts were
transfer to Ariba.
configured at, yeah. So that the transformation called the integration part, right?
Integration part.
Yeah,
That
you told me
that
that
will
we have
done
to.
at the they will do the schedule the jobs.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Few minutes before you told me, right? We have to create the page like invoice tab, approval history tab, like that. These things and all already configured in backend. We have to make it show this page.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is that's also called integration.
See, integration, there are lot of integration is there based on the things what we can integration is nothing but it's like if from ECC what data we are getting, they can integrate via web service. They will give the connectivity. I will show you that as well. How the
Yeah, yeah.
connectivity we
No, no,
will
ma'am.
map.
Actually, yeah, yeah, I got it. Few minutes before you told me, right? When I ask what are all the works the functional consultant will do, you told me that
Uh,
we have to get all the details from backend system to here. We have to map
backend, no, no,
everything like.
not in the backend. In Ariba, backend we will
Yeah,
get the master data. Okay.
yeah.
Master data
Mhm.
will maintain in the backend in different T code levels, right? The
Okay,
GL
okay,
account and everything in tables. We
okay.
will get that all the data to Ariba
Mm-hmm.
via jobs. They will schedule the jobs from their side. They will develop the code to fetch the
Okay,
data from the ECC to the Ariba.
okay, okay, okay,
Okay.
okay, ma'am. I hope the future class will be. I will get more practical.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So now understand
concepts.
the process, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the class, ma'am. We'll
Yeah,
see you
yeah. Thank
tomorrow.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.